Ugh. Fuck.
News from China and images of crowded hospitals on social media have got people talking about a little-known virus called HMPV. Cases of the bug, full name human metapneumovirus, are high, and other countries, including the UK, are affected too. The virus is actually a common cause of coughs and colds and has been around for a long time, but with memories of the COVID lockdowns still fresh in our minds, what everyone really wants to know is, could this be the cause of the next pandemic?
So, it's 2025. What is this? The, second video of the year, and it's, the 7th? So, first weekend, 2 videos. Haven't even uploaded that first one yet. What the fuck happened?
Welcome back. Thank you very much for staying with us. A viral illness in China known as the human metapneumovirus is causing concern due to its similarities with the COVID-19 outbreak. Government says it's keeping a close eye on developments on the respiratory virus.
President Biden saying that officials are now investigating whether there is a link between the deadly terror attack in New Orleans and the Tesla Cybertruck explosion that happened outside of Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas.
Look, so it's complicated. So, clearly, you know, there's been a very bipolar energy to this year so far, because it started off with, oh yeah, it's gonna be my fucking year, it's 2025, bitch, it's my year, it's my fucking year, you know, like, it was gonna be my year, I thought I had the shit down. I really did. I was all up in my, like, fucking energy. I was like, yeah, I got this shit. Yeah, this is my fucking year. Yeah, like, the confidence fucking all the way up, you know. I was, you know, I thought I had that shit. And then...
Tonight, LA is back on high alert as the Santa Ana winds ramp up, fanning already uncontained blazes amid fears of new ones as well. It all comes as at least 13 people have died, including one Australian.
We lost everything. I'm so sad that we lost everything.
Life as we know it is over. I feel like I'm looking at my own funeral.
We actually came to say thank you to our house for being good to us. And we were good to it.
Yo, so this is Editing McKay, and it's kind of funny how this video is like yapping about how off to a horrible start 2025 is, and since I recorded that, things have gotten worse with now the fucking LA fires like being a big thing, and now California is like burning to the ground and shit. I think that's pretty crazy. I'm gonna do, I guess, a little bit, well, this is my little talking bit about it in the video, but I'm also gonna probably post some, like, video in the intro or something about it in this video. But if you guys want, like, an actual video of me, like, doing a commentary on it and talking about the, like, situation, then let me know, because there's a lot of fishy stuff going on with that, I'm not gonna lie. I could do a whole video on it, but I don't know if, like, I also have other ideas for other stuff to do, but if you guys would be interested in that, just let me know, and I'll see what I can do. And, yeah.
I don't mean for this video to take, like, this really depressing fucking turn, but that's just the truth. It's how it is, you know, and... I mean, even the title of this video is gonna be, you know, the start of 2025 has been horrible, you know, or something like that. But not to even mention the fucking terrorist attacks that have been happening. Like, what the fuck is going on? And apparently there's, like, COVID-2 going around now or something. I don't know. I've heard rumors online about a second COVID, you know, coming. Are we gonna go on lockdown again? If anything this year has taught me so far is that the future is uncertain and unpredictable and scary as fuck. I already fucked up the first night, you know, because I did start editing that vlog that same night, which, thank God, you know, surprising, you know, wow, I'm actually productive. Okay, what the fuck? I was actually productive, but it was such a big fucking project of a fucking video, which once it comes out, it'll be out before this video. Once it's out, you guys will see what I mean. I really love it. I think I snapped in the intro. I look, just let me know what y'all think about that video in the comments and in the comments of that video too. But also glaze me in these comments too, because like, hey, you know, it was a good video. You gotta admit it was a good video. I was up till 6 a.m. editing that thing, and I realized, okay, this is gonna take some more time. I might as well get well rested up now, so I could wake up tomorrow on January 2nd, and just edit it from there. You know, that was my plan, so bada boom, bada bing. So I was, I went to sleep 6 a.m., and that's what I planned to do all day the 2nd. And the video I was gonna upload after that was just gonna be an editing project. It's already recorded anyways. Which I'm not sure when the fuck that'll be out now. It's just a really old vlog that I've wanted to upload for a while now. But either way, I wake up on January 2nd, and if you guys aren't aware, my grandparents, they're old. I live with my grandparents, and my grandma can like barely walk. She has a walker. My grandpa, on the other hand, he's physically strong. He's like, he's good physically, but mentally, bro's got dementia. So, yeah, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad. It's very upsetting, you know, like having to remind him who I am, you know, all the time or whatever. But that actually today he called me by my name and was like, "Hey, Mickey, come here." And that was actually it. Genuinely, that made my fucking day today. It was just great to, you know, dementia is weird. Like they'll forget something and remember it the next day. Like, it's a really fucking weird disease. It's not consistent. Which I think, like, doctors and shit could possibly use that in the future to, like, find a cure to dementia, you know? Like, there has to be something there if it's not consistent, you know? It's not that it just wipes all your memories, you know? Somehow you're able to still get them, but then over time it does get worse and worse and worse. But if you catch it early, like, there's gotta be a way to stop it. Like, there has to be. So, I really hope, you know, doctors figure that out one day. You know, once I like, have money and stuff, and I'm doing well off in life, that's what I really want to, like, fund, you know, a bunch of projects that, like, help find a cure to dementia. And I'm aware that by the time I have money, you know, it'll be too late. Yeah, it probably will, at least. I hope there's hope, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up for something that, you know, clearly the damage is already done. But, I am glad he remembered my name today, though. But either way, I woke up the 2nd, and, I'm, like, talking to my grandma, and she's like, "Hey, I don't know where your grandpa is." I woke up, I checked every room, I, checked outside, he wasn't out there. And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, I don't know." I immediately run out the front door, look all in the front yard, you know, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? And I'm, like, losing my fucking brain. I'm like, there's no motherfucking way, no motherfucking way, no motherfucking way. Cause, like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean you don't know where he... What? Like... So, I was about ready to just... Fuck 2025, just... like... I was done with the year already. Like, bro, you can ask my fucking friends. I was... Fuck this year. Fuck 2025. Suck my dick. Like, bro, like, what a horrible, shitty start. Fuck. What a horrible fucking start to the year. Grandpa goes missing. So, I'm like, we're like looking all over the place. I check every fucking room of the house. We were gonna check the backyard, but the fucking door was still locked to the backyard, so he's not gonna be out there. Clearly, you know? So, I'm like fucking running around. I'm running down the fucking street, down the neighborhood, you know? And this is just completely derailing all of my fucking plans to stay consistent, to do YouTube, to, like, you know, like, this is fucking me up, you know? This is fucking up my whole year. It may seem like one incident, but, like, I literally planned to just focus on YouTube all day, every day, you know? Y'all heard me say it in the last video. I don't, fuck it. Y'all heard me already, alright? I don't want to sound like a broken record, but, like, the thing is that now that is a much less likely possibility than it already was before the situation, which it was already a pretty low possibility, just over the fact that, like, I'm not a fast editor. Part of the reason I do want to, like, be really more consistent on YouTube, though, this year, is to get better at editing, to, like, be able to edit faster, to be able to train my brain to, like, focus on editing, like, focus, you know, like, get that shit done, you know, and just get myself in the mindset that I have to be in to fucking succeed on this website and to succeed in, like, my future career path in general, you know, like, I'm gonna have to learn more skills. I'm gonna have to teach myself. I'm gonna have to get used to doing that. Like, if that's gonna be my future, if that's gonna be my life, then I have to put the work in. I'm not gonna sound like a broken record. I'm just, you know, pointing that out, but the thing is, that's impossible now. I cannot upload every day. I can't focus on this all day, every day. I don't even know if I can focus on this every day. Just because of the fact that now my responsibilities have not even doubled, not even tripled, not even quadrupled. They have whatever the fucking 10 number for double or whatever the fuck. Like, 10 times the responsibility now. Well, alright, first off, before you guys worry too much, we did manage to find him. I ran through the neighborhood looking for him. I saw a neighbor in their, across the street in their front yard, and, I ran across the street, and I was like, hey, have you seen my grandpa? And, they said, yeah, he, always he sits out in the front yard a lot, because he just likes being outside. He likes nature. He can't really focus on TV well. Like, he already has, like, ADHD. I'm pretty sure he's autistic, but that's even, like, I don't know, that's still, like, a weird thing, because he was, like, born before autism was, like, a thing, but dude, like, I don't know if it's the dementia or just his personality, but a lot of things that, like, he did really gave, like, autistic. Like, this dude's fucking autistic, which is cool, you know? Like, whatever, you know? Like, there's autistic people that are cool as fuck. He is one of the coolest people I've ever met in my life, you know? He's one of the coolest people I know. That's my best fucking friend. I know I said that about this alien guy last video, but fuck you, Tim. Fuck Tim, okay? Fuck that alien guy. Alright, my grandpa, he is my best friend. Like, sincerely, genuinely, you know? He might not know who I am half the time, but that's my man, dude. That's my that sounds weird. That's my dude, all right? That's my grandpa, you know? And so anyways, we found him. So my neighbor was like, yeah, I think I saw him walking around the apartment complex, you know, down the fucking street, and it's just like, what the fuck? Okay, thank you so much. And gave me his phone number, and I was like, thank you, and like, keep him updated, you know, forever. Immediately run back home, tell my grandma, and she's on the fucking phone with the police, and she's like, letting them know, hey, my husband's missing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, I think he's down at the apartment complex. I'm gonna go get him. She's like, no! I'm like, what? And I'm getting impatient. I want to just run out the fucking front door. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, what do you mean, no? Like, like, the dude's missing. Like, this is dangerous. Like, he's gonna get hit by a fucking car, you know? Like, I don't want to, like, I'm not gonna stand back while that shit happens. The fuck? But she wanted me to be here for when, you know, the cops show up and ask about it and stuff, and so that makes sense. Like, I guess she was just really overwhelmed, so I was like, okay. Like, I gave in for my grandma. I was like, alright, I'll stay here. But I didn't like it. But my aunt was already on the way. So she said she was gonna stop by in that area and look for him herself a little bit and drive around and see if she could find him. So that was good. That, you know, that's probably the main thing other than my grandma that kept me there. Like, those are the two biggest reasons. Anyways, the cop shows up and we talk to him, give him, you know, information, and he's talking to his little copy over, you know, his partner or whatever, and they ended up finding him. They ended up finding him around the same spot the neighbor did, picked him up, brought him home. Thank God. Thank God. I don't know if I might not say this enough to you, but I love you, God. You the man. Thank you. Thank you, God. Look, hey, chat. If y'all are, like, ever going through some bullshit in life, or, sorry, God, sorry, I know. Not my camera dying and halfway through the recording. Camera was like, yo, Mickey, shut the fuck up, you're fucking yapping. You fucking yapper, you're fucking yapping, you motherfucker. God, shut the I'm walking here! You know, fucking New Yorker-ass camera. This shit ain't even from New York. I don't know where it's from. I got it on Christmas 2021. A long time ago. I don't know which way to point to, like, talk about the past, like... Tomato, potato, El Gato. I feel like a model.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Alright, sorry. Fuck. God. So, anyways, back to seriousness, though. So, if you guys are ever going through anything, God will always be there for you, alright? Like, I don't know if y'all believe in God or not, or touchy subject, I get it, but through every fucking bad thing I've and that's been a lot, you know, not to toot my own horn or anything. Yeah, victim mentality. Yeah, I'm a victim. No, fuck that shit. But every bad thing I've been through in life, God has been there for me every single time when no one else was. You know, by my lonely, God has fucking been there, just praying to God, talking to God, you know, just like having that faith has saved my life more times than I can imagine. So, like, seriously, like, I'm not even joking when I say if y'all are going through shit, confide in the big man upstairs, okay? Because he will have your back, alright? Like, I don't care if you don't believe in God, dude. He has saved a lot of fucking lives. Like, even if you don't believe in God, you have to admit that. Like, at least the faith, you know, saves people's lives. But I fully believe in God. I will never not believe in God. That's just how it is, you know? But that's also how I was raised. Just, like, it's something I've never doubted, but I've never had a reason to doubt it, you know? And I get it. I get why people would doubt it, but it still is just better to believe, you know? But anyways, what the fuck was I saying? Okay, so yeah, we found him, the cops brought him home, my aunt got here, and everything was holly jolly Christmas and an happy holidays. But yeah, we found him, brought him home, blah blah blah. I was good, but now I need to watch the front door 24/7, like, and that's difficult because, like, all my setup is in my room. Like, I gotta be in here to record, to make YouTube videos, whatever. Like, this is, you know, this is where the work gets done, right? Now, you know, all these new responsibilities, I gotta make sure this motherfucker doesn't, you know, that he doesn't fucking run away. Which is like fucking scary, because it's like, dude, like he's a grown ass man, like dementia or not, he's a grown ass man. You can't control a grown ass man. Like a whole like adult man is gonna do whatever the fuck he wants to do. You know, that's I would say human nature, but that's fucking grown ass men for you. Okay, so anyways, everything was holly jolly. Grandpa's back, but clearly, you know, there are other issues at hand, and clearly it wouldn't have taken me until now to start working on YouTube again if there wasn't other things that happened so far this year. But anyways, so January 2nd and 3rd, I really just took off to deal with everything that was going on, and my sleep schedule is really weird. So I basically put myself on night duty to make sure my grandpa doesn't leave in the middle of the night or something, since, you know, he gets up in the middle of the night and stuff. And you know, it's kind of like my grandma's day shift, I'm night shift, but I also have to be day shift because my grandma could barely fucking walk as it is, and so she can't even keep an eye on him all the time. So it really, all of the responsibility does land on me. That's, you know, that's a big thing too. That's probably really gonna fuck with my YouTube schedule, which means I don't know how often I'm gonna be posting. I know how often I want to post. I know how often I'm gonna try to post, but will I be able to? I doubt it. I don't know how consistent I'm gonna be able to be just with my fucking life circumstances, and I fucking hate that this shit happens. It's like every time I try to take YouTube serious, something has to fucking go wrong. Something in my life. Like, I can't just fucking follow my dreams, you know? I can't just live a normal fucking life. And maybe that's just part of the game, you know? Maybe I'm not meant to live a normal life. Maybe I'm meant to suffer. Maybe that's why I'm not meant to succeed on YouTube. Maybe, you know, maybe everything in this fucking world is just against me and just wants to hold me down, and no matter how much work I put in, no matter how fucking hard I try, there's gonna be nothing I can do about it. And that's a scary, scary thought to have, because that just leads to a miserable, unwanted life. And I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm still gonna do every fucking thing in my power to keep this shit up, but it's gonna be fucking hard. But anyways, so like I said, night shift. So I was up for a good amount of hours of the night on the night of January 3rd, morning January 4th. And I finally, you know, got out of my head, got out of this depression mind state that I was in. And I started editing, you know, the New Year's vlog. And I edited it some more, and I was making good progress. Things were actually looking up. And I was like, okay, you know what? I think I can balance this out pretty good, maybe. Hopefully, you know? Until I hear my grandma call my name from her room, which is right next to my room. And she's like screaming my name, and I'm like, oh shit. And I run out of my room, run in there, and she's like leaning on her bed. She's like out of bed, but like leaning over it, and she's like, I can't get back in bed. And she was just like really, really weak. And this is like, I pray to God none of you guys have to like deal with seeing a loved one in that position, because that was one of the scariest moments of my fucking life. Like, literally two of the scariest... Sorry, I'm getting emotional, but two of the scariest fucking moments of my life have already happened. And it's what, the fourth day of the year at that point? You know? And it gets worse. You know, I wouldn't just make all these promises to be fucking damn fuck. I wouldn't just make all these promises to be consistent and be active on YouTube and do all this shit if I didn't mean it. But then I'm not gonna let nothing stop me. Watch the two people closest to me in this world fucking deteriorate before my own eyes. Like, I pray none of y'all go through that, because that's a lot of tough shit to handle, you know? But yeah, she couldn't get in bed. I like wrapped my arms around her. I was trying to help her as best I could, at least make sure she doesn't fall. That was my biggest thing. I just didn't want her to fall on the ground or some shit, break a leg, break a hip, whatever the fuck, break a bone. I'm not ready to see that. So I'm not ready for that. She ended up falling, but I basically, like, softened her, like, landing. Like, she basically landed on me, which, like, it's whatever. Like, I had that handled. She still, like, her legs just gave out from under her, and it was just like, holy fucking shit. And I'm calling different family members. My grandpa has dementia, so he's just, like, sitting there, like, looking, not even knowing what the fuck is going on. And I'm just, like, calling different family members. I'm like, hey, grandma fell out of bed. Like, I don't know what to, and then end up calling 911 again, fucking twice in one day, huh? Or twice, and, like, it wasn't even a fucking week into the new year yet, and all of a sudden, like, 2 911 calls, like, oh, I'm so fucking done with this year. Like, goddamn, I think I've been pushing this shit back in, like, my mind, trying not to think about it, just cause, like, I see why now, cause it's fucking depressing to think about. It's fucking stressful. You know, it's fucking weird. I'm, like, processing it all as I'm explaining it to a fucking camera for a YouTube video. But, yeah, so that happens. Call 911. They send, ambulance here or whatever. I tell my grandpa, hey, go answer the front door. He's like, okay. Walks, answers it. They all come in, help her up. And, she ends up having to go to the hospital. And my aunt gets here, and some other family members come down, and she gets here. They, go to a hospital, check her out at the hospital, and overall, she was okay. No broken legs, no nothing. But then we get hit with the holy shit. She has coronavirus. COVID-19, the big CO, the vid. She has the vid. Which, like I said, it got worse, I guess that's about as worse as it gets. It doesn't really get worse than that, but, yeah, but she has COVID, which means I have COVID, and ever since my grandpa disappeared, he has been coughing, coughing, and so he's had it, and, my aunt had it, and it's just pretty clear my whole fucking family now has COVID, which is scary as fuck for especially my grandparents, because they're almost 90 years old. They are literally on the edge of their 80s. It's the final countdown. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's the final countdown. They're almost 90, okay? But yeah, they're almost 90. They have a lot of health conditions, diabetes, some other stuff. But basically, COVID is really fucking deadly for them. Like, really fucking deadly for them. For me, I'm good, I'm solid. But them, it's bad. And so, anyways, they hold her in the hospital basically all day, but eventually she comes home, that night, and basically stays in bed for like 2 days straight, basically. And I ended up getting pretty sick too. It's kind of strange because I started feeling it like right before she called my name, that she fell out of bed. And I like had just started feeling it too. I'm still a little sick. I don't know if y'all can tell. But I even like feel it in my head, right now. Been waking up with fucking them COVID headaches. But I had COVID. And yeah, so it's been a fucking shit show of a fucking first week in a year. All we could do is hope that next week is better, but do I have hope for that? I'm gonna be honest, I am terrified to get my hopes up, because I don't know what's gonna happen. I'd like to have hope, but I had hope on the first, and everything crumbled before my fucking eyes, so I don't even know if it's healthy to have hope anymore, It seems like every time I expect things to go well, they go worse than I could ever imagine. And every time that I expect the worst, things aren't so bad. So I guess I'm back to expecting the worst. Kind of a sad existence, I guess, but what choice do I have, Like, I'm watching the closest thing I have to parents, fucking deteriorate in front of me, what the fuck am I supposed to think, This life shit isn't just fun and games, it's fucking misery and depression. Sorry, that took a turn for the worst, but one thing that has had me pretty motivated today, and like feeling really good today, is the fact that my grandma's, been out of bed all day. She's clearly been feeling better, and I couldn't be happier about that, Like, just seeing her feel better has genuinely made me feel better, too. And that's been great, and I saw her feel a little bit better yesterday, too, and that was amazing as well, And it's been really cold outside. It's literally snowed twice in the last 2 days, and it hasn't stuck at all. Well, it did stick, and then a couple hours later it all melted. Like, it's being so inconsistent. It's like fucking weird. But this is the first time it's snowed in 3 fucking years. It's cold as shit outside though. And so my grandpa, he ain't touching that front door. He's like, I ain't going out there, the fuck. So good on him. Good on you, Mother Nature. Thank you for making it cold outside. Things in life are changing. For better or for worse. Seems like for worst, but only time will tell. I don't mean for this video to take like this really depressing fucking turn, but that's just the truth. That's how it is, And I mean, even the title of this video is gonna be, the start of 2025 has been horrible, or something like that. But not to even mention the fucking terrorist attacks that have been happening. Like, what the fuck is going on? And apparently there's like COVID-2 going around now or something. I don't know. I've heard rumors online about a second COVID, coming. Are we going to go on lockdown again? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. The future is, if anything this year has taught me so far, is that the future is uncertain and unpredictable and scary as fuck. So I don't know what to expect. I'm terrified, but I'm just gonna try my best to get through it and keep on going on. But that's all I can do. It's all you guys can do who are going through some rough shit out there. And just have faith in God. And yeah, but that's my update. That's how 2025 has been for me so far. Definitely not my year so far, but we will see. We will see what happens. I love you all. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.